Alright, let's see if we can do this again. My second time recording because I can't figure out my microphone. Hi. Welcome back to the weird side of YouTube. This is the Art Aquarium. Today, I thought that I would do something completely different and tell you guys about my tattoo stories. Because yes, I do believe that tattoos are art, and although I did not design all of them, I did design some of them. And the ones that I didn't design, I chose specifically because they meant something to me. Disclaimer, I don't think that all tattoos should mean something. If you like cheese and want to get a block of cheese tattooed on your ass, that's awesome. Do it. It's your body. Do what the hell you want to with it. But for my body, I want it to mean something. That's just a personal preference. I will not tell you who did the art for my tattoos. I did this one. I designed these, but I will not tell you the tattoo artist who did the rest of them because I don't remember because I have bad memory. And that's on trauma. But, alright, let's go. The tattoo on my left wrist is stitches, as you can see, and it says live for you. The tattoo on my right wrist is stitches and a needle, and it says, die for no one. Okay, so I recorded close-ups of these on my phone. You should have just saw them. The story of these is that I was with my ex at the time, and it was like a friend group outing. I had just met his friends, and we were all going to go get tattoos, and he was like, I'll get you something as long as it's not too expensive. So it was my first tattoo, and I did not know what to get. But the only thing I could think of was my father, who had just passed away like a few months prior. And I was living with him and his friends because my mom needed time to herself because she was grieving in her own way. So, I was about 19, I think, at the time. Maybe 20, I don't even remember. That whole time is hazy as hell to me. But the only thing I could think of about getting a tattoo was my father because I was still in mourning. So, in hindsight, it probably wasn't the best decision to get a tattoo when you're in mourning, because when you're in mourning, your brain's all kind of flip-floppy and you don't even know what the hell's going on. So I'm not telling you to get a tattoo when you're in mourning. But when I was being bullied in high school and I was suicidal and harming myself, as you can tell, they won't ever go away, unfortunately, he used to tell me that I'm hurting myself because those bullies want to hurt me. I'm doing to myself what they want to do to me, and I'm not doing to myself what I want to do. I'm not living my life the way I want to. I'm not living openly or freely. I'm hurting myself because other people want me to hurt. So all I could think about was that, which is one of the most profound things my father ever told me, and so I got 2 stitches on both wrists to remind me not to cut myself anymore, because that's not what I want to do for myself. And the words live for you on my left wrist and die for no one on my right, to remind myself to live my life for me and no one else. As cheesy as that is, it's probably it's probably still to this day one of my favorite tattoos because it means something to me personally. And I get a lot of flack, honestly, because they're like upside down or whatever, but they're not meant for other people. They're not meant for y'all. Y'all don't cut yourselves. Maybe you do, I don't know. But I didn't get this tattoo to remind you not to cut yourself. I didn't get this tattoo to remind you to live for yourself. I don't know your life. I'm not gonna assume your life. This was for me, not for y'all, so don't be upset because my tattoo's upside down. No, it's not. It's not! My second tattoo was... I can never tell the sides. My witch's kiss, and I call it a witch's kiss because it was meant to symbolize my love for goth girls, or freaky art chicks. Any kind of goth girl like Raven from Teen Titans, or Morticia Adams, I love them all the time, and freaky art chicks, they kind of have that same energy. I just love them, so I wanted to get the tattoo. And I was still with my ex at the time, and I spent my own money on this because I had a job. And I was like, I want to get another tattoo. I'm in love with goth girls. Let's immortalize that with a witch kiss on my neck. And to this day I call it witch kiss, but it was literally just Can I get a black lipstick stain on my neck, sir? Thank you. It wasn't called Witch's Kiss. The tattoo artist didn't call it Witch's Kiss. I call it that. I don't know why. It's just something that stuck. But that's basically the story of that. Short, sweet, and simple. This tattoo has a very long story, so you might want to sit down. My pentacle, it is messed up. There's chunks of it missing. I don't know why. It's just the guy must have not done a good job. But, with my ex, the same ex from the other two stories, we were getting into paganism and Wicca. I was raised Christian, and my mom is native, so she taught me about Atira and the Great Spirit and spirituality and all that stuff. But she did not want me going into witchcraft, which is strange to me because a lot of people equate spirituality and witchcraft, but whatever. And me and my ex at the time brought a third, who was a high priest, into our relationship to form a triad with all three of us together. If you don't understand what that means, it's polyamory. I'm not that way anymore because of this and a few other instances. But at the time I thought that I would follow Selene, the goddess of the moon, the Greek goddess of the moon, or Hecate, the goddess of witchcraft, the Greek goddess of witchcraft. However, when I was with this ex-third, who was a high priest, I had an experience. This sounds so silly, but I had an experience with the Celine Dion song, That's the Way It Is, and I saw Isis, the Egyptian goddess, singing it to me and comforting me like a mother. And I broke down and cried, and from that point forward, I was like, I need to take this seriously, I need to become a high priest eventually, I need to study, I need to... and blah, 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 blah. So I got this to symbolize that. A lot of witches think that you shouldn't get sigils tattooed on you, but I didn't care. Long story short, that did not work out, and due to trauma, I'm not pagan anymore. I am atheist. And I do say due to trauma. Not religious trauma, like Christians telling me that like I'm going to hell for being gay, or I'm going to hell for wearing makeup, or I'm going to hell for liking mermaids. Trauma from another high priest that was in our relationship that abused me. So... the first high priest that inadvertently caused this to happen, we broke up with him and then got with another high priest and moved up to Salem to be with him. And then from his psycho crazy ass tearing me down bit by bit, it made me not want to be pagan anymore, because if that's what it means to be pagan, to abuse the people that you love, then I don't want nothing to do with that. I would rather be an atheist than not have anything to do with that at all. He is that dark of a person. And yes, he's a Scorpio. He is that dark of a person, and I don't want anything to do with him. I don't want to be anything like him. So, and in all honesty, I found more enlightenment being an atheist than I did being a Christian or a pagan. I'm happier now than I was with either of those religions, and I do call paganism religion. I don't care what you say. But I'm happier now as an atheist than I've ever been. And my fiance is atheist, and we get along perfectly. But this is not the topic of this video. This tattoo does not bother me, by the way. It might sound like I hate everything paganism, but I don't. I still love the aesthetics of it. I still love witchcraft, like media, like Charmed, and like witches in video games and stuff like that. I still strongly love them, but part of the reason why I lost my religion with paganism is because witchcraft in reality is not anything like it is in the movies or in video games, and that sounds really childish, because it is. My main goal and the only dream I had when I was a kid was to, like what I wanted to be when I grew up, was to be a hero and not like a firefighter or a cop. I wanted to fall into another world, another reality, where magic existed, and I wanted to be the hero of a story, like a fairy tale. I wanted to slay dragons, I wanted to save princesses, I wanted to fall in love with a knight. And that's not how the world works, and that's not how witchcraft works. So, I'm happier just facing reality as an atheist, in my opinion, facing reality the way it is, one without gods, without magic, without spirits. That's just my take on it. This next tattoo is a vampire bite. When I was obsessed with mermaids, I was like in elementary school and middle school, and my vampire obsession came about in high school when I thought that I was goth. I should do a whole video about the cringy things I said when I was in high school. That would be both horrible and fantastic. But I was obsessed with stuff like My Chemical Romance and eyeliner and Evanescence and vampires, and I liked to pretend that I was a vampire, which was really stupid. I wrote a bunch of stories at the time where I was a vampire. They were bad. But I still love vampires, just not to a cringy level, so I decided to get a vampire bite, and I got these both at the same time. My vampire bat wings. They are supposed to be small because I used to draw myself as a vampiric fairy with like tiny fairy bat wings. I like them that way. I think they're cute. I don't like the big wings that take up your entire back because it doesn't look good to me. Because wings wouldn't look like that. They wouldn't just fold into your back like that. They are slightly crooked, and I used to get really upset about that, but upon wearing my now fiance's glasses, I realized that my ears are crooked as well. So, I feel like if I did have wings, they would be crooked too. Because I'm just that messed up. There you have it. That is my tattoo stories. I do want to get a tattoo of Ariel going down my side right here, but I don't know when that'll be. I also want to fix this one. Like the chunks that are missing. I don't know if you can see. There's lots of chunks missing. The guy didn't do a very good job. I want to cover that up with like vines and have them coming out with flowers coming off of them. There's lots of tattoos I want to get, in all honesty. I want to get something from World of Warcraft tattooed on me. I want to get something from Zelda tattooed on me. Like I said, I want Ariel somewhere on me. I want a symbol that I made up when I was a kid put on me. There's lots and lots and lots of stuff. I also want to get a teacup tattooed on me somewhere, just interjecting that because I love Alice in Wonderland. It's honestly too much stuff to mention in one video, which is why I'm probably going to do update videos for the Art Aquarium, telling you what I do get done eventually, instead of listing off all the things that I want to get done on this video. Yeah, I really hope you guys like this video. Little short, cute little tattoo story video. Please like, subscribe. Please subscribe, but I honestly appreciate just a view. Comment down below and let me know what your tattoos are. I'm really interested. I love tattoos. But I will see you guys next time. Bye.